Is Wales worth visiting when London and Scotland get all the attention? This question haunts many travellers planning a UK trip, often leaving Wales off their itinerary. Today, we'll show you why that's a mistake. With 3 million residents, Wales keeps its own language alive alongside English, with both appearing on signs throughout the country. The country has more castles per square mile than anywhere else in the world, with over 600 fortresses standing as reminders of its rich past. Come with us as we explore a place where music fills the valleys, where ancient traditions continue, and where sheep really do outnumber people 4 to 1. From Cardiff's modern energy to Snowdonia's wild peaks, we're about to discover the real Wales that most travellers never see. Cardiff, the capital of Wales, welcomes visitors with a mix of historical and modern sites. With around 360,000 people, it's the largest city in Wales, but feels less busy than other UK capitals. The city offers a unique look at Welsh heritage through its architecture. Many travellers are impressed by the historical buildings scattered throughout the central areas. Cardiff lets visitors enjoy local Welsh culture while finding plenty of entertainment options. The city regularly hosts major events that showcase Welsh spirit and traditions. The landscape around Cardiff features scenic spots that visitors find impressive. From historic castles to outdoor adventures like whitewater rafting, the city offers activities for all kinds of travellers. Cardiff is known as one of the UK's most welcoming cities, making it a must-visit destination. Its mild climate means you can enjoy it year-round, with each part of the year having something special to offer visitors. The city's outdoor spaces are perfect for activities when the weather is good, while the museums and indoor attractions provide options during rainy days. Many travellers are surprised by how much there is to do in this compact Welsh capital. Many visitors to Wales skip the town of Caerphilly, not knowing it holds an amazing secret. A castle so large It rivals the famous Windsor Castle in England. When you arrive in southern Wales, this fortress near Cardiff stands out with its massive water defences. These lakes weren't just for show. They protected one of Wales's most strategic castles from attackers. The castle tells a story of conflict between Welsh and English powers. Gilbert de Clare built it in 1268, hoping to stop Prince Llywelyn ap Gruffydd from gaining more control in Wales. Though Llywelyn tried twice to tear down the growing castle, he never succeeded. Walking through the castle grounds today, you'll discover Gilbert's Maze, a clever system of pathways designed to confuse enemies. For modern visitors, these passages offer a fun challenge that shows how smart medieval defenders were. The castle's most photographed feature happened by accident. During the Civil War, damage from explosives caused the southeast tower to tilt sideways, creating the famous Leaning Tower of Caerphilly that still stands today. Between Mid and South Wales lies Brecon Beacons National Park, covering 520 square miles of mountains and valleys that many travellers overlook. The park is named after its mountain range, with Pen y Fan as the highest peak in South Wales at 886 metres. Two other important ranges include the Black Mountains topped by Llŷn Fach at 2,661 feet and the Black Mountain Range with Fan Brycheiniog reaching 2,633 feet. This park is special for two reasons. It contains the Forest 4 UNESCO Global Geopark and is an international dark sky reserve where stars shine brightly without city lights. Created in 1957 as Wales's third national park, Brecon Beacons now attracts 4.4 million yearly visitors who come for its mountains, waterfalls, and castle ruins. The park preserves both natural wonders and Welsh cultural heritage, with visitors playing an important role in protecting this landscape for future generations. Along Wales's southwestern edge lies the Pembrokeshire Coast, where dramatic cliffs meet the sea. This 186-mile shoreline became Wales's first national park in 1952. The coast features a mix of golden beaches, hidden coves, and rocky headlands. A continuous walking path follows the entire coastline, offering views that many travellers call the best in Wales. Wildlife thrives here, with seals, dolphins, and seabirds making regular appearances. The clean waters and protected status keep this coast looking much as it has for centuries. From peaceful beaches, perfect for families, to wild sections where waves crash against stone arches, the Pembrokeshire coast offers something for every type of nature lover. St David's holds an unusual title, Britain's smallest city with fewer than 2,000 residents. Yet people travel across Wales to visit this tiny settlement for good reason. St David's Cathedral dominates the landscape, built of distinctive purple stone in the 12th century. It sits unusually low in a valley, a clever design choice to hide it from raiding Vikings who once terrorized this coast. Next door stands the impressive Bishop's Palace ruins. Its grand architecture tells the story of when St David's was one of Wales's most important religious centres, attracting pilgrims from across Europe. The city centre consists of just a few quaint streets with stone cottages, craft shops, and cafes. Visitors often smile when they realise this official city is actually smaller than many villages they've passed through. Along Wales' southern coast sits Tenby, a small town with big charm. This colourful harbour town draws visitors with its mix of history and beach life. Tenby's 3 sandy beaches stretch for miles, giving plenty of room for summer visitors. Soft sand and the shelter of the harbour walls make the harbour beach especially good for families with young children. History surrounds you in Tenby. Medieval walls still stand around parts of the town, while St Mary's Church has watched over the community since the 1400s. The Tudor merchant's house shows how traders lived when Tenby was an important port town. The harbour remains the heart of Tenby, now serving pleasure boats instead of trading ships. From here, visitors can take boats to Calais Island, home to monks who make chocolate and perfume, or to St. Catherine's Island with its old fort. Tenby's story goes back to the 9th century, but it was the Normans who turned it into an important port in the 1100s. Later, William de Valence added walls to protect the valuable town. Imagine a place so beautiful it changed how Britain protects its landscapes forever. That's the Gower Peninsula. A spectacular stretch of coast that, in 1956, became Britain's first area of outstanding natural beauty. Step onto Gower's shores and you're walking through living history. For centuries, farmers have worked this land, while the sea has carved dramatic cliffs and wide beaches. Now these same landscapes draw visitors from across the world. Drive just minutes from busy Swansea, and suddenly you're in a different world. One where ancient standing stones share hillsides with grazing sheep, and where surfers ride waves below medieval castle ruins. The locals here have seen their peninsula transform from a farming stronghold to a tourism treasure. Yet, despite its popularity, Gower still feels like a discovery when you round a corner to find a perfect beach or hidden cove all to yourself. Where mountains meet the sea, you'll find Aberystwyth, a town that surprises first-time visitors with its lively atmosphere. Despite being home to just under 15,000 people, this coastal hub serves as the unofficial capital of Mid-Wales. The town's seafront is its highlight. A graceful Victorian promenade curves along the shoreline from Constitution Hill in the north to the harbour in the south. On summer evenings, people gather here to watch the sun set over the water. Aberystwyth is divided into 5 distinct areas, each with its own character. Throughout the town, you'll find historic buildings including the impressive Old College on the seafront, originally built as a hotel in 1865. Among the town's ancient features stand the ruins of Aberystwyth Castle. Built in the 13th century and now offering visitors dramatic views across the bay from its crumbling walls. Hidden in North Wales lies a land of giants, Snowdonia, called Eryri in Welsh, where mountains rise from ancient valleys to touch the clouds. This vast region became Wales' first national park in 1951, protecting some of Britain's most dramatic landscapes. At the heart of Snowdonia stands Snowdon itself, the highest peak in Wales at 3,560 feet. The Welsh know it as Llŷn Peninsula, the Great Summit. This isn't just one mountain, but a collection of ridges and peaks formed by massive glaciers that carved the land millions of years ago. Plants found nowhere else in Britain grow on Snowdon's slopes, protected in this special environment. Legends say King Arthur himself rests beneath these peaks, with magical creatures guarding his tomb until Wales needs him again. Penny Pass serves as the gateway for hikers heading up Snowdon. At 1,178 feet above sea level, this mountain pass marks the starting point for famous routes like the Pig Track, Miner's Track, and the challenging Crib Goch Ridge. Not far away, Aber Falls drops dramatically through a mountain valley. The 120-foot waterfall is especially powerful after rain, when water crashes down from the Carnarfon Mountains into pools below, creating one of North Wales' most photographed natural wonders. Along the southern edge of Snowdonia National Park stretches Barmouth Beach, one of Wales's most spectacular coastal settings. Here, golden sands meet the blue waters of Cardigan Bay, all against the dramatic backdrop of Welsh mountains. This expansive beach offers miles of clean sand, making it perfect for families seeking space to play and relax. The gentle slope into the sea creates safe swimming conditions, while consistent sea breezes attract kite flyers and paddleboarders. The nearby Mordach estuary and its historic railway bridge provide a different perspective of this stunning coastline, showing why Barmouth Beach ranks among Wales' most beloved natural treasures. The town of Caernarfon sits on the edge of the Menai Strait in North Wales, but visitors from around the world come for one main attraction, the massive fortress that dominates the landscape. This castle stands as a monument to medieval power and continues to draw tourists who walk the same battlements where kings once stood. Along the shores of the Menai Strait, Caernarfon Castle stands as perhaps Wales' most recognisable fortress. Its massive stone walls and unique polygonal towers have dominated this landscape since 1283, when King Edward I built it to secure his conquest of Wales. Unlike other castles, Caernarfon was designed not just for defence, but as a royal palace and administrative centre for northern Wales. The colourful stone bands and eagle towers were meant to impress and intimidate the local Welsh population. This UNESCO World Heritage Site gained modern fame when it hosted the investiture of Prince Charles as Prince of Wales in 1969, connecting ancient Welsh traditions to modern royal ceremonies. Before that, it had served the same purpose for Edward VIII in 1911. Jutting 30 miles into the Irish Sea, the Llŷn Peninsula is Wales' hidden treasure. This narrow finger of land covers 150 square miles of stunning natural beauty. Once part of the ancient kingdom of Gwynedd, Llŷn later became Caernarfonshire in 1284. The peninsula's isolation has preserved its strong Welsh language and cultural traditions that continue today. For centuries, pilgrims journeyed to Bardsey Island at Llŷn's tip. Now, visitors come for pristine beaches, sheltered coves, and wildlife. With its untouched scenery and authentic Welsh character, Llŷn remains one of North Wales' most special regions. Cross the Menai Strait in North Wales and you arrive at Anglesey, an island that feels like its own little country. This 275 square mile island has protected Welsh culture and language for centuries, with nearly 60% of residents speaking Welsh today. Anglesey's coastline tells millions of years of Earth's history through its ancient rock formations. These shores offer visitors everything from wide sandy beaches to dramatic cliff walks. While inland, rolling green fields show why farming has always been important here. History runs deep on Anglesey, from prehistoric standing stones to the perfect symmetry of Beaumaris Castle. This medieval fortress forms part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site built during King Edward's campaign to control Wales. The Menai Suspension Bridge, an engineering marvel from the 1800s, now makes reaching the island easy. Holyhead serves as Anglesey's connection to Ireland with regular ferries, while smaller coastal villages maintain traditions that date back generations. Whether exploring ancient Celtic sites, watching seabirds along the coast, or simply enjoying the peaceful countryside, visitors discover that Anglesey offers a perfect slice of Welsh life. Few towns in Europe still have their medieval walls fully intact, but Conwy in North Wales is one of them. These massive stone fortifications circle the town completely, telling the story of a place built for defense and survival. At the heart of Conwy stands its mighty castle, constructed by England's King Edward I in the 1380s. This wasn't just any fortress. It cost an astounding £15,000 to build, equivalent to many millions today. With 8 massive towers and walls up to 15 feet thick, it was designed to be unbeatable. The castle and town walls form one of Europe's most complete medieval defensive systems. Now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Conwy Castle offers visitors some of the best views in Wales from its battlements. Looking out, you can see the mountains of Snowdonia in one direction and the river meeting the sea in the other. Beyond the castle, Conwy's narrow streets invite exploration. The town sits on the banks of the River Conwy, where fishing boats still bring in their catch. Nearby, Conwy Morfa, a sandy area by the estuary, played a surprising role in history, not only as an early golfing site, but also as a place where innovative military techniques were developed during World War I. Along Wales' northern coast stretches a perfect crescent of sand and elegant Victorian buildings. This is Llandudno, a town that Victorians called the Queen of Welsh Resorts, a title it still deserves today. Unlike many seaside towns that grew from fishing villages, Llandudno was purposely designed as a holiday destination in the mid-1800s. Its wide streets, seafront promenade, and crescents of matching limestone hotels remain almost unchanged since Victorian times. The town sits on a unique piece of land called the Llŷn Peninsula, with the most striking feature being the Great Orme, a massive limestone headland rising 679 feet above the sea. People have lived on and around the Great Orme since prehistoric times, with ancient mines revealing that Bronze Age workers were extracting copper here 3,500 years ago. Llandudno's famous pier extends 2,295 feet into the Irish Sea. making it the longest in Wales. Built in 1878, it still offers the simple pleasures that have drawn visitors for generations. From ice cream and arcade games to simply sitting and watching the waves. Between the Victorian charm, natural beauty, and seaside fun, it's easy to see why Llandudno remains one of Wales' most beloved coastal destinations. Along Wales' northern coastline sits Rhyl, a town that tells the classic story of a Victorian seaside resort. Its wide sandy beach once drew thousands of vacationers when train travel first made holidays possible for working families. After years of decline in the late 20th century when Britons began travelling abroad, Rhyl has reinvented itself through major regeneration projects. The town's historic architecture remains, with several Grade II listed buildings preserving its Victorian charm. Today, water sports enthusiasts and families are rediscovering Rhyl's natural advantages. Miles of sand, reliable sea breezes, and that distinct Welsh welcome that never disappeared. Nestled along the banks of the River Dee sits Llangollen, a town whose Welsh name reveals its origins. Llŷn means religious settlement, paired with St. Colin, the 7th century monk who first established a church here. The river shapes everything in Llangollen. It carves through the dramatic Dee Valley, now protected as an area of outstanding natural beauty. For centuries, the flowing waters powered the town's wool and cotton mills that once formed the backbone of the local economy. Look up from almost anywhere in town and you'll spot Castell Dinas Bran, the medieval fortress perched high on a hill. Built by Welsh princes, its ruins offer ambitious hikers stunning views across the valley and town below. Today, visitors come for the perfect mix of nature, history, and Welsh tradition that makes Llangollen feel both timeless and vibrant. Wales's wonders are truly unforgettable. But there's always more to explore. From vibrant cities to untouched natural landscapes, the journey never ends. Until next time, let the wonders of travel guide your spirit. Click on the video that's appearing now to continue your adventure and uncover even more incredible destinations.